In this video, we'll be looking at 3 ways we can use an inpainting tool inside of Affinity. So before beginning, if you want to follow along with this tutorial, please find the link for the images in the description. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please hit the subscribe button for more helpful tips and tricks related to Affinity. Now with that said, let's get started with the video. So as you can see here, we have an image where there are a couple of grid lines on the canvas. So in order to get rid of these particular grid lines from the image, we'll be using an inpainting tool. So to select an inpainting tool, we can either navigate to the left inside of the toolbox and select inpainting brush tool, or we can simply use the shortcut key of J, which would automatically select inpainting tool. Now the next thing that we need to do is, before removing a wire from an image, first of all, let's select that particular image layer to tell Affinity from which image we want to get rid of an element from. So we'll simply navigate to the right and select the background image inside from the layers panel. And after selecting the background image, now this tells Affinity that we are removing elements from the background image inside of the layers panel. Now the next thing that we'll be doing is, by holding down the shift key, we'll simply click outside of the image like so to add an initial point, and then again by continuously holding down the shift key, we'll simply click on the other end between the wires like so. And now you can see that it has successfully removed the wires like so. And now we will similarly continuously hold the shift key and then left click like so on the other end of the wire like so. And similarly, we'll simply click on the other end of the wire like so. Now, again, we'll simply let go of our shift key now and then set another initial point. So we'll simply click on the first initial point of the next wire, and then by holding down the shift key again, we'll simply click on the other end like so, and by holding down the shift key again, we'll simply click on the next end of the same wire, and again click on the next end of the same wire. So as you can see, it has left out the traces from the wire. So we'll simply brush in over this like so in order to get rid of it. So we'll simply brush in like so, and let us brush in again. Now what it does is, the inpainting tool simply will take sample from the other areas of the image and then fill in or replace the selection of our brush with the other sample from the other areas like so. So now similarly, let's use the shift key again now, but this time I'll increase the size of the brush. So I'll simply use the larger bracket key in order to increase the size of the brush like so. And similar to before, by holding down the shift key, first of all, let's set an initial point. So I'll simply click on this particular point right here to set an initial point. And now by holding down the shift key, I'll simply brush over the end of the third wire like so. And now you can see that it has gotten rid of most of the wires from this particular third wire line as well. Now we'll simply brush over the other areas like so to get rid of the wires. And now, similar to before, we can simply hold down the shift key and then brush over to the other point. However, I'll use the shortcut key of Command plus Z in order to undo it. And then again, don't forget to first of all set an initial point before pressing the shift key. So we'll simply click on the first point or the initial point like so in order to set the initial point. And now by holding down the shift key, we'll simply brush over the other end. So the thing to remember right here is, first click on an initial point to set the point, and after setting up a point, only then hold down the shift key and then brush or point click on the other end of the wire. So this is how we can get rid of our wires. So for the remaining wires, I'll simply brush over them like so normally to get rid of them. And now you can see that it is slowly getting rid of these wires. Now we can simply brush over these. Now similar to back then, I'll again point click to set the initial brush point, and then by holding down the shift key, I'll simply point click on the end of the other brush like so. And now you can see every wire has now been successfully removed from our image. And the next thing that we need to understand for this particular approach is that since we are directly working on our background image, everything is destructible. That is, we do not have an option to bring every wires back if we need them. So this is because we are directly working on the main background image layer. So this particular approach is a destructible approach. That is, since we are directly working on top of a actual or original background image inside of the layers panel, it is difficult to retrieve elements once we have saved this document. So the next approach that we'll be looking at is the non-destructive way of removing elements from an image. So for that, I'll simply navigate to the second image2 document right here, and inside of the image2 document, you will see that we have a flock of birds flying at the sky, and similar to before, first of all, let's select our Inpainting tool. So to access the Inpainting tool, this time I'll be using the shortcut key of J, and now you can see that we have accessed the Inpainting tool indicated by the brush on top of our image. Now in order to remove objects from an image non-destructively, we'll be simply navigating to the right, and from beneath the layers panel, we'll simply select pixel layer icon right here. So after selecting the pixel layer icon, you can see that a new pixel layer has been added on top of our background layer. So from this pixel layer, by actively selecting it, we'll be using it to non-destructively remove the birds from this image. So in order to remove the birds from this image, first of all, we'll simply navigate to the top on the contextual bar of the Inpainting tool, and then we'll simply select this option of current layer. So make sure that you are selecting current layer and below. So what this option does is it will simply analyze the layer beneath the currently selected pixel layer, which is the background image layer, and then allow us to work in this pixel layer. That is, it will make changes in this pixel layer by not harming the actual background image layer. So this is how this non-destructive approach works. So after selecting the pixel layer, let's navigate to the left on top of our canvas and start removing the birds. So in order to remove the birds, we'll simply brush over the birds like before. So as you can see here, we can simply brush over the birds like so, and brush over the birds like so. And now you can see that if I toggle the visibility of the pixel layer, every birds are right there in our background image. And we have only worked on top of the empty pixel layer. That is, the changes are only being made inside of the empty pixel layer. So we can also check out this particular pixel layer only by holding down the Option key on your keyboard and Alt if you are using Windows, and then clicking on the thumbnail of the empty pixel layer like so. And now you can see that it has only made changes to this particular empty pixel layer by removing the birds underneath the background image by using the Inpainting tool. So in order to get out of this view, we can simply again hold down the Option key if you're using Mac and Alt key if you're using Windows, and then left click or click on the pixel layer like so. So as I'm using a Wacom tablet, I'll simply point click with a pen by holding down the Option key or Alt key, and now you can see that it has successfully gotten rid of the birds from our image. So this is how you can use an Inpainting tool in order to remove different elements from your image non-destructively, and this particular approach is a good practice of using Inpainting tool inside of any professional image editing softwares out there. So let's move on to our next document or image. After clicking on the image 3 document tab, you can see that we have an image of electrical grid lines along with the wires. So in this document 3, we'll look into a third approach in order to remove these particular wires as well as grid line from this image by using the Inpainting tool. So in this approach, we'll be using the combination of the selection as well as the Inpainting tool at the same time in order to get rid of this element from this image. So in order to make the selection, we'll simply navigate to the left and select Freehand Selection tool. You can also use the shortcut key of L. So after selecting the Freehand Selection tool, on the top of the contextual taskbar, make sure that you have selected the type polygonal and mode to add. So this will allow us to make the selection of the grid lines as well as the wire along with it in this image. So before making the selection, first of all, let's select our background image layer inside of the layers panel. So after selecting the background image layer, we'll simply make the selection now of the grid lines as well as the wire. So we'll simply point click right here and then point click in the other end and then point click on the other end like so. And again, we'll simply point click right here, point click on the other end and point click like so in order to cover the overall grid lines as well as wire in this particular image. So we'll also cover the shadows of the grid lines like so. And then similarly, we'll repeat the step of point clicking. And now in order to make the selection, we'll simply point click on the initial point of our freehand polygonal lines. Now this will close in the lines and then make the selection of our wires as well as the electrical grid. Now after making the selection, the next thing that we'll be doing is we'll be using the pixel menu in order to apply the inpainting feature to get rid or replace this particular selection with the other areas of the image. So in order to do that, we'll simply navigate to the top and select pixel menu item. And then after selecting the pixel menu item, we'll simply navigate below and now select the option of inpainting. So as soon as we click on inpainting, now you can see that Affinity has automatically calculated and replaced our grid lines and poles with the other information of the image automatically. So I use the shortcut key of Command plus D in order to get rid of the selection. Now you can see that all of the poles as well as the grid lines has been successfully replaced with the other information of the image flawlessly inside of Affinity. So this is the third approach that you can use of using the option of inpainting from the menu item of pixel in Affinity. So I hope you understand these three approaches of using the Inpainting tool inside of Affinity. If you find this video helpful, please click on the like button, and for more helpful tips and tricks related to Affinity, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching this video and see you on the next video.